Cara and I are going to be taking turns sharing interesting nuggets of information to support your civic knowledge. Now, little known fact, I loved American history so much in school, and then even in college, even though I always thought I wanted to be a journalist, there was a time that I wanted to be a history teacher.
Really?
I love American history.
Did you have a great teacher? Because oftentimes I feel like, really, I did too, Mr. Grant. So interesting.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to start off by noting that President's Day was first established in 1885 to recognize the first commander-in-chief of our United States of America, George Washington, since his birthday was February 22nd. Now, it became a perennial day of remembrance. The shift from Washington's birthday began in the late 1960s when Congress proposed a measure known as the Uniform Monday Holiday Act. Now, this would move the celebration of several federal holidays to a series of predetermined Mondays. In this case, President's Day is always the third Monday in February.
Okay, I did actually, no, I didn't know all that, but I knew most of it. It's a day you can also score spectacular discounts on a variety of store items and merchandise. So I want to stay there with George for just a minute. The Revolutionary War hero was also an enthusiastic dog breeder. Did you know that?
I did not.
Particularly of hunting hounds, to which he gave names like Sweet Lips and Drunkard. Well, that's not very nice. It's rumored he had a hound nicknamed Buck, who was fairly useless when it came to hunting. We love you, Buck. But instead, this peculiar pooch would leave the pack only to be later found frolicking with small woodland animals.
Now, that sounds sweet and amazing. I had no idea.
A small woodland animal. Who doesn't want to cuddle with
I
one?
know, exactly. But he still loved Buck.
He is.
All right, 7th U.S. President Andrew Jackson was a military hero. He led the newly formed Democratic Party, constantly fought with Congress, and was apparently a skilled marksman. Now, prior to becoming president, then Attorney Jackson was accused of reneging on a horse bet by a Mr. Charles Dickinson. Now get this, adding fuel to the fire, Dickinson insulted Jackson's wife by calling her a bigamist, which in fact, Cara was true because she had not fully divorced her first husband. Now still, Jackson was not going to dismiss those accusations, and he subsequently challenged Dickinson to a fuel.
Everybody calm down.
Not a fuel, a duel. That's right. Now, Dickinson fired the first shot. It actually hit Jackson in the chest, just missing his heart. However, Jackson was able to get the shot off that ultimately killed his opponent. Can you believe, you forget, back in those days, it was like 1, 2, 3, I'm mad at you, boom, you're dead. I mean, it's crazy.
It is crazy. I mean, couldn't they have just had some tea?
Couldn't they
just talked it out? Maybe she was
busy.
Maybe she didn't have time to file the paperwork.
Back then,
everybody calm down.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
but I had
is
no
a
idea
wild
about any
story.
of that.
I didn't either. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Turning to another factoid, this one is about U.S. presidential campaign slogans, which aim to capture the spirit of the time or communicate the theme of the candidate's vision. Do you remember any of them? Ronald Reagan's right on the slogan, "It's morning in America again." George H.W. Bush had the kinder, gentler nation. Bill Clinton proclaimed "for people, for a change." And Barack Obama found success with his platform, "Change we can believe in." And of course, we remember Donald Trump's "Make America Great Again." But the 1852 U.S. presidential campaign slogan of Franklin Pierce sticks out in particular because of its interesting choice of words. In it, he made reference to President James Polk, who was elected in 1844. The slogan read as follows: "We polked you in 44, we shall pierce you in 52.
Come on, producer Sean, did you make that up? That was clever.
It really was.
We polked you. Now it was it was effective if everybody liked polk.
Right.
You know what I mean? Well,
sure.
We polked you, but then now we're going to, or did it mean if we didn't like polk, we're going to pierce you into,
I don't know. Seems like a lot of violence.
Wow, that was very interesting. Okay, now I love this. Okay, we're talking about 41st U.S. President George H.W. Bush. He was quite the achiever. He joined the Navy at age 18, making him at the time the youngest naval aviator in U.S. history. Now, serving as a torpedo bomber in World War II, he embarked on a mission to destroy a Japanese military installation. Well, get this, during the attack, his plane was hit, yet he still managed to complete that mission before ejecting from the cockpit, parachuting into the sea, and surviving. He was eventually rescued, and the future president attended Yale University, where he was the captain of the baseball team, helping them reach the College World Series in 47 and 48. He would graduate Yale in 2.5 years with a degree in economics.
I'm exhausted.
I
by
am
that.
exhausted. He did all that before the age of 21.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. That's incredible.
It makes you feel like, you know, there are no excuses.
There
Get
aren't.
up, get out, do something. If you
Agree,
wanna
agree.
be somebody.
I still say that generation, the greatest generation, needs to have a reality show teaching our younger generation how to stand up and not just survive, but thrive and toughen up.
Can I tell you, at Isaac's baseball practice,
Yes.
sorry, really quickly, at Isaac's baseball practice on Saturday, I was speaking to this kind gentleman who said his knees weren't quite right after he was jumping out of planes in World War II. And I was like, sit down here, sir. Let's have
Tell
a little
me some
chit chat.
stories.
And then
Exactly.
we had a good conversation. Anyway,
Yeah.
they're amongst us. Let's relish that we still have these people in our lives and learn from them.
Yes, and learn from them. We hope that you learned something incredible about the leaders of the free world.